Hello guys, can you hear me? Hello? Hello? Oh, you see my bag. Ooh. Wait, did it oh, it flipped, that's why. You have to flip back. Good. Hi. Alright, let's go. Thanks, guys. Let's see if I'm forgetting anything. No. Maybe my brain. Like a... I guess I'm chilling in my bag for now. So dark. Yes. We like it. Okay, this is charging. This is good. Okay, bye. I'll see you guys later. Okay, let's go. Oh, this is how it's like now. Hello. I'm just getting this ready real quick. Oh, this is tangled. Okay, whatever. Wait, what? Okay. Let's see. Hi! Hello, I'm a streamer.
Good luck.
Oh, thank you.
Was your scan?
Yes, inside?
No, here.
No, not yet.
Okay. You can just put your...
Okay, I'll put it here.
It would be stupid to bring some cheating.
Yeah, exactly.
For your career. That would
exactly.
You're good to go.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Just making sure. Just making sure. You know, I got copyright strike the other day in the first round because of the music. Did you know? Okay, I need to fix this thing actually. Give me a sec. I'll just put this on charger because it's so wonky. Oh, this is like the other way around. That's so funny. Isn't it like upside down for you guys? uh, uh, uh. This is interesting. Yes.
Just ask you, do you stream on YouTube or Twitch?
Both. Both. Okay. This is interesting. Yeah, it's like super wonky and I don't like that. I don't like that. I hope it's okay. Is it okay? Oh wait, I think I need to move it like this. This was the idea. I remember. Yeah, this is. But. Huh. I think I'm supposed to move this thing to the left. I don't know what happened with my setup overnight. Okay, I think this is good. I think this is good.
Everybody, please take your seats. We're about to start the round. As you see, we are handing out the badges, and the head of the fair play team has one or two words to say about this.
Yes, hello. So the badges you're getting now, they will show that you are currently in a game and playing. So please have them with you when you, for example, leave to use the restroom. And once you've finished playing, please leave them by the table. So we'll get them back next round. Thank you.
And we started the day with a celebration of women in chess together with the Women's Commission of FIDE. And the chair of the Women's Commission, Anastasia Sorokina, who will be performing the first move, would like to say a few words to all of you.
Hello everyone, it's very nice to be here. Just New Year is coming and I wish all of you good luck in 2025, good health, take care about yourself, about your families, friends, and enjoy playing chess. I'm going to play the first move in the first board, and I just was surprised that I'm going to play first move for the player from Singapore. Especially, I came back now from Singapore from the match where I've been arbiter for a match of two great players, and we had a new world champion. So everything was happening in our life. It's such a special moment. So a special moment for me to play. Just be back from Singapore for the player from Singapore. So I wish good luck to everyone. Thank you.
And I will hand over the microphone to the Deputy Chief Arbiter to start the round. One more thing, we have an analysis room downstairs on the second floor, so it's not in the breakout area, but you go through. This is going to be the tournament hall for the under 1800 tournament in January, but you can use it for analysis. It's room 6 to 8.
And one last announcement, because we have those nice, clean and neat tablecloths in white color. Please, if you could be as careful as possible not to have coffee stains, because after we have to change them every time. That's all from me now. Please start the round.
Hello. Can you guys hear me? My cute Italian accent. Yes, I'm doing this again. I don't know why, but I guess this will be for luck. You know, they say second time is a charm. So, yeah, we are having French. And we have a long thinking in French. And yeah, so you may be guys wondering, why is Anna-Maja's opponent 100%, whom I played actually. I actually played against Anna-Maja's opponent in Barcelona this year. I played with White. It was nice and simple win for me. And I remember she was not good at openings. This was my impression. And yeah, looks like I guess she was not familiar with the idea of rook c8, which is quite yes, Hamster, this one. So I played English opening and I won in like, it was like 25 moves. It was not so long. It was not a long game. But yeah, she decides to take this pawn. I'm assuming she wasn't sure about knight before. Because this move trades the knight for this bishop on d3, which is quite good. On the other hand, we have to consider stuff like knight before knight c3 and some, yeah, black is slightly underdeveloped. It's just a classic French. What else to say? I've been playing French for many years. So obviously, when you play stuff like this, you always consider where to put this knight on g8. And normally, you often start with putting this knight on normal square. And actually, I really need to warm up. Like, I've been streaming yesterday for like 7 hours, and for some reason I decided to do this again today. I mean, look, like, when I see this stuff, when I see French, it also opens my eyes, because I've also had many nice games in this nice and simple opening. Yeah, but this line of c8 is quite rare. Like this whole setup with bishop d7 and rook c8 is relatively rare. I mean, I know this idea of rook c8. Basically, the idea is to put the knight on b4 and trade the bishops. This bishop on d3, because after knight b4, this bishop cannot move. And like that's the only idea. And the issue remains with the development. So yeah, curious to see what Anna-Maja does. Good night, Blue Boy. Sleep well. But yeah, let's see. Anyway, I hope you're having a nice Sunday. I hope you enjoyed not only the yesterday game. I mean, it was hard to enjoy. I mean, it would be easy to enjoy the winning game rather than the fact that Anna is still trying to get on the board. But you know, like, today it would be the day. Today it would be the day because she's playing lower rated opponent. All she needs to do today is to play faster than yesterday. That's all you need to do. It's just that nice, that simple. Obviously, it's easy said than done, but yeah, we'll see. It slightly worries me that she is thinking now, because I would assume knight b4 is like my first choice. Like, why would you put the rook on c8 if you don't play knight b4? Yeah, I guess she's also like the Han Tusans. She's also like she has very close, almost similar rating. When I played her in Barcelona, I think her rating was higher though. I don't remember actually. Actually, I will use the link which. Yeah, actually, I wonder what was her rating in August. Yeah, it was higher. It was closer to 2200. Okay, on YouTube, Jonto is saying that after knight b4, black is fine. I mean, that's why you put the rook on c8. Like, this is the only idea to put the knight on b4. So, that's why I would pick this move. Like, I would play this like instantly, but apparently it didn't happen. Like, let me tell you more about this line. Like, I was assuming that Hannah was thinking on her move, like she spent like 10 minutes over capturing the pawn on d4. Mainly because there has been this very new, relatively new gambit idea of setting the pawn on d4 by playing rook e1. Like, this idea of rook e1 has become popular like 2-3 years ago. And basically White is saying that I'm ignoring this one pawn, I'm ignoring this capture, and they're saying, look, you can take the pawn on c3, but after knight c3, I'm getting a development, This line is especially popular if black starts with queen b6 first. And like this line is very fascinating. If you want to play advanced French, which means e4, e6, d4, d5, e5, from white's perspective, then I recommend checking this line with rook e1. This is like very first line, which obviously leads to like most of these lines lead to the same eval 0, 0, 0. Just saying that rook e1 was an option. However, we see ct4 on the board, and yeah, I was pretty sure that before will happen instantly. Like, what else can you try? Like, there's no other explanation. Like, playing queen b6. If you play queen b6, which is a standard move, then you just lost the tempo, because now you can actually try to spawn on d4 by playing bishop e2, and then you go knight c3, and yeah, basically we lost the tempo for no good reason. She is out of the book. Really? Really? Are you sure? Like, this is not a new line. Like, I'm pretty sure, like, I mean, someone on YouTube said this is a line from a YouTube video. So, if she played rook c8, then she must have prepared something, but maybe she's recording, maybe she is like double checking. Like, whenever I'm preparing some new line, I have this tendency of like trying to make sure the line works. Like, making sure that everything works, because okay, she's played knight before, which was expected. Because sometimes when you check new lines, like, you basically check them only with engine. But there are some human aspects of, like, yeah, one position is like 0, 0, but there are some cheats which may be tough for human to refute over the board. Because obviously it's different to like obviously ancient evil and human ones are different ones. Like, you have many cases, like, it's like, to be good at PEP, you basically need to understand which 0-0 line is good. Not only that, like, you see, like, many top players, they often go for worse positions. Main example, Arjun Aikashi. Like, this guy is constantly bluffing. Like, this guy with black chooses many lines where engine like says it's like 0.64 wide. But he has it prepared because like he understands that the human, like, that from human point of view it is hard to play. Like, I was very impressed how he defeated who was it? I remember I was studying his game against another Indian GM. He played Yanish Gambit, so for chat I can say it goes e4, e5, knight f3, knight c6, bishop b5, f5. Yanish. Obviously this line is bad for black, but yeah, Arjun played this against another Indian GM and he won game in 30 moves, and yeah, like, again, like, humans evaluate positions differently rather than engines, and it happens very often. Like, you really want to make sure the line is not like very easy to play. So guys, if you want to prepare a new line, just keep in mind that not every zero is the same. I hope that makes sense. You humans are funny. Yeah, we are. Okay, 93 happened, 93 happened, 23 happened. Yeah, and now I would develop the skin side, because so far we are playing without skin side developed. So I'm assuming 97, 96 is one option. Just trying to develop knight on g8 first, and then think about developing the bishop. That would be my course of action. And yeah, white is slightly more developed. They have slightly bigger advantage in development, but obviously, like in French, it doesn't matter, because obviously these positions are very, very solid. Yeah, so Anna-Maja is thinking, I think 97, 96 is like the first choice I would make. Also, if you see the timers, you can see the timers below the boards. These timers are reversed for some reason, because Anna-Maja's time is shown on the right, and Hanna Krusen's time is shown on the left for some reason. So yeah, the black timer shows Anna-Maja's clock, and white one shows her opponent's clock. And we see Anna-Maja is slightly behind her opponent. She is having 1 hour 9 minutes. Yeah, I guess she's trying to figure out the way to develop. Like, this position is like much more positional than what we had yesterday when she played. There was this Taimanov line with g4, and there you had to precise everything like very, very precisely. But here, yeah, the position is slightly more like, there's no forced tactic. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, we have to keep an eye on white plans, which could include, like, normally with white, from white side, white really wants to trade the right square bishop. And obviously we French players hate being left only with this bishop on d7, most of times. Also, white has many different ideas, like they can try to reroute this knight from c3 to f4, maybe h5, or just go h4, h5, which is also possible, because they're trying to gain some space. And from black's perspective, yeah, you have to finish development first. So, like, you finish development, and then you have options of either going along the counterplay at the C file. So ideally you would love to get something like 97, 96, maybe 95, 94. But you can also think about pushing pawns. I mean, not now. Now we have to finish development. Now our step one is to just visit these pieces on the king side, let's develop them and then see what happens. That's the plan. That's the nice and simple plan we have. Man, are we still talking about jeans? Magnus is a genius. Yeah, I feel like the jeans meme will never end. Like, this will be like main topic in 2025. Also, what do you guys think about a new Rapid World Champion? AKA Muzin. I was shocked to check that he is born at the same year as Krukash. 2006, which is like insane. Like, I'm really too old for this stuff. Like, I see, like, you know, teenage chess dominating the chess world, and yeah, who is next? Like, who will dominate the Blitz? Like, we have to find all of the remaining teenagers who would dominate the Blitz event. Okay, we have 20 p6 on the board. So my main issue is this move develops nothing. That's my issue. Time for the old guy to move on. Yeah, maybe it's time for all old people to move on next year. Next year it's time to make a nice and simple paper against young players. But they play everything. Like, that's the thing, that not only they calculate well, but also they play so much. Oh yeah, they should claim second. Okay, one old guy. I think the both fair, right? So you could say, okay, maybe that's not bad. I mean, two old guys. I do not believe I'm going to number old. Okay, one teenager, one old guy, and one in between. Alright, this is actually a very interesting debate. Do you think Nepo is young or old? Some stupid topic. I don't know why we're discussing this. Maybe I am trying to prove that there's still time for me. I mean, not a teenager, but I cannot believe we are discussing this stuff. Yeah, so the reason I hate Queen P6 is that yeah, like, this move is obviously a logical move, but normally you play this move to make attention at d4 square. Like, you play this move to attack the d4 square, but in this case, I mean, okay, you develop that queen. I guess you prevent this knight jump from c3 because there is some knight to bishop b5 ideas. But this feels really slow. I would actually consider to play a4 in this position with white, just to prevent any bishop b5 nonsense. And then go knight d2, knight g3, and then see what happens. Actually, you could also develop the bishop. Yeah, like, you play bishop d2, but cannot take on b2 because of rook b1. And then you take on b7, so yeah, I feel like this move Queen b6 is slightly too slow. but we'll see. Oh yeah, Hamster made a good point that Hikaru lost to not only to Planton Jacobson after A4, like, like I feel like my worst game of this year was losing to Magnus in A4, which was very, very bad game. It was in Title Tuesday, but still, like, I was one of these unlucky fellas who had to face A4 Refi from Magnus. So he had one of his moments, and he was completely outplaying everyone, even after playing such a crappy opening, including myself, and it was like, this was really my bad moment. So I was really happy to see Hikaru losing yesterday to A4. Oh yeah, Brandon didn't play Rook A3, but come on, like, nobody plays Rook A3 in the rapid game, come on. I was doing okay, but I mean, I played Magnus. Like, we play Magnus, and it's like playing a little, like, it's like, like you have on Lichess, there's this option of playing Ela without with knight advantage, and you cannot defeat her. Like, I mean, you cannot defeat it. Like, you cannot defeat this engine. You cannot even get half a point with extra knight when you play fitting Lila on Lichess. And I felt the same way when I faced Magnus and when he played A4 A3. Like, that's how I felt. But yeah, now Hikaru lost against Jakobson after A4. And then also he lost against Hans Niemann. It was also funny that he lost. Even if he was winning after the opening, it was very, very funny. Also, thanks for the follows, guys. WQREE. Thanks for the follow. And there was one more follow. Also thanks. So, yeah, they're having free day today. I don't know what to think about this. Because it's the first time they FIDE decided, for some reason, to add a free day when it's not necessary. Like the whole event lasts only 5 days. Like, why would you add one free day and make players return on New Year's Eve by planes, or force them to stay in New York? Oh, it wasn't FIDE, it was FIDE. The sponsor wanted it. I see. But yeah, they were like also sponsoring the last 2 events. So why would they require this FIDE now? I mean, obviously it's about sponsors, but I guess that's the conference. I guess they will announce something serious or something. I don't know. But wait, Alberto, this conference, wasn't Magnus supposed to be at this conference today? I'm just wondering, like I've seen the tweet, like there was one tweet about someone posted like there was this option of getting VIP ticket for $5,000 or $1,000. Yeah. And you could play the game against Magnus. And like, imagine all of these naive people spending $1,000 just to see Magnus, just to face Magnus. And now, like, what do they do? They must be so disappointed. Like, I was assuming most of these people, like, rich people, spend 1000k. I mean, they spend $1k only to see Magnus, to face him in the simultaneous game. Like, they must be so disappointed because Magnus is probably, God knows where, on vacations. Like, I'm really wondering how many of them will ask for the refund. Like, if it's possible. Yes, Hamster, I think he actually left the same day. Yeah, like Tajay Svensson, this Norwegian journalist, who has very like fresh news. He posted first that Magnus left after just leaving the, like, just withdrawing, like instantly he left New York. This is what I left. This is what I've heard. Or maybe he went to Vegas. Yeah, maybe that's the story of new poker world champion Magnus Carlsen. He is a good poker player, from what I've heard. I mean, decent. Yeah, but okay, guys, let's not talk about politics. Like, obviously, this decision is political, but let's not talk about politics. Like, not doing the stream. Who is winning here? Yeah, we don't talk about who is winning here. YouTube chat is asking, so let's answer them. No one. But I'm assuming white is slightly better. Like, I don't like Wind P6. Maybe it's not bad, but I feel like this buff is slightly too slow. Slightly. Poker is bad. I mean, do you have any proof? Also, can we talk about what? About this? I'm getting confused. What became the new game? You mean poker in Magnus case, or what do you mean? Oh, Paul. Ah, you mean the new fresh position? Okay, hey, Hamster, I was thinking like, yeah, you are talking poker, and then there's this comment about politics, and I was like, yeah, what game are we talking about? I was so confused. I don't know. I mean, Night Before must not be new. I mean, I think I've seen this move before, but maybe this position of the Queen P6 is also not new. Like, let me check actually at the chest from library. Yeah, let's see. If I am able to find this, but yeah, so at chess from database, like, I'm sure Luxed isn't new. Yeah, Castle isn't new. City Night Before is all played. Wind P6 is also not new. Yeah, this position is like in just on database we have 11 games. And apparently the move to play is 31, which gives 75% for white. And any other moves are just truthful player. So apparently I'm like overestimating white's position, which is a good thing. But yeah, like 97 is also the move instead of queen p6. So yeah, apparently 97 queen p6 they were both played in the similar amount of times. Yeah, but I'm trying to think, is bishop d to the line? Like, bishop d4 east, just develop the piece, just put the prince c1 and then see what happens. I mean, it's not that it's not the end of the world, but apparently bishop d2 is the move. Rook e1 is also the move, h4 is also the move. Like the idea of h4 being that you just try to get some space on the king side. Yeah, you try to push h5, h6, or just force black to draw h6 themselves. And then when black is forced to play h6, then white could think about g4, g5 and be excited. But yeah, bishop d2 is apparently the move. But let's see, maybe she will plant the bishop b5. Maybe she will go knight d2 and plant the bishop b5. And then black is fine. Or she will see this issue with bishop b5. She will insist on maneuvering this guy on c3 to f4. Yeah, many options. And she spends some time, which is a good thing. Which is a good thing for Anna-Maja. Oh, actually, Anna-Maja left the board. I've just realized she left the board. Yeah, she's really spending so much time. I guess they both are out of fury. I would not be surprised. I mean, rook c8 is not the main idea. That's all I can say, but it's surprising that like now they both spent like around 25-30 minutes. Yeah, white already spent 35 minutes, which is a lot. Yeah, this looks promising. Oh, also, Anna-Maja's opponent from first round, this guy from Singapore, is playing board 1 today. Whoa, he was so lucky in game 1. He used his luck to win again, and now he's playing Croatian GM Leon Livajic on board 1. Interesting. Very interesting. Michał Liwański on YouTube. Don't worry, my English isn't the greatest as well. You don't have to worry. Which move would she think about? Thoughtful timing. I would assume, like, White has many options, so I'm assuming she's spending some time because she doesn't know which move to pick. Which is good, because we have many moves to consider. Yeah, a4 was my first thought, just to prevent bishop b5 and prepare knight e2, knight f4, but maybe a4 just allows, like, a4 returns the b4 square. So maybe that's why she is thinking about another options, like, because, yeah, you could consider bishop d2, you could consider rook e1, you could consider h4. Yeah, I would assume she is trying to figure out the plan. Like, I'm assuming she's trying to figure out if she wants to, like, you have, like, White has many plans. Like, bishop d2, like, trying to get this file is one of the plans for White. Like, but that's not the only plan for White. Like, you could try to route this knight to f4 and to h5 and focus on the king side. Because once Black finishes development, let's say they develop the knight on c6 and bishop on e7, then potentially White could target the g7 square. They could reroute this knight from c to c3, maybe even to h5 via e2, g3. I would assume that's the plan. Yeah, I mean, knight g5 f4 is bold. I will tell you this. However, knight g5 does nothing. I mean, I could simply play even bishop b4 and ignore everything. And then I'm having the threat. I'm creating the threat of winning an exchange by taking on c3 and playing bishop b5. So after knight g5, bishop b4, if White takes the pawn on h7, then I take on c3, and after bc3, bishop b5, I pick up the rook on f1 and win the game. We really want to see knight g5 on the board. Yeah, knight g5, I go bishop b4. Yeah, maybe you could go queen f3 and try to aim for the f7 square, but then I just guard it. I go knight h6, and yeah, like, everything is defended. This really does, like, I would not be considered about knight g5 at all. Okay, she goes for bishop d2, so she's going to put the rook on c1 and try to get this c file. I guess that's her plan. Alien Gambit. Oh yeah, the one in Dragon, right? With knight g5? Yeah, I don't think it works here. Yeah, so now if we take the pawn on b2, it's a bad news because White put the rook on b1 and then they collect the pawn on b7, and probably they win the game because we have no development whatsoever. So obviously we don't take the pawn on b2. Obviously, I would expect actually what would I expect from White, from Black, sorry. Yeah, like I really want to put this knight from g8 to c6, but now with the queen on b6, if I put the knight on e7, then white pushes the rook on c1, and yeah, do we want to put the knight on f5? Not really. Okay, first of all, we have to decide which white rook goes to c1, because maybe we put the rook from f1 to c1, because maybe we are concerned about some bishop b5 nonsense. Okay, maybe not. Maybe we put the rook from a1. So let's say after 97, white goes rook c1. And then the pawn on b2 is in hanging because of rook b1. And still the issue of development remains. And yeah, like where do we put this knight? If you put this knight to f5, I'm concerned we have to consider some nice and simple tricks like knight a4. But okay, she goes for it because what else? I mean, another option was to play bishop b4 and try to finish development, but yeah, this feels like it's. I mean, okay, 97 has to be the move though. Like, I would do that. I would do this move earlier though. I would not waste time on queen b6. But yeah, after rook a1, if black goes knight f5, then I would have to be worried about knight a4. Some cheats. And then we cannot take on a4 because rook c8 is hanging. And if the queen moves, yeah, then we put the knight on c5 and it's slightly awkward. So yeah, knight f5. I'm not sure I want to put this knight on c6, but where do I want to put this knight? Because if I put this knight on c6, then again, I have to consider knight a4 and knight c5. And white jumps into c5, and it's also like the very common idea, and like that's why I dislike queen b6, because it just runs into some unnecessary tempest from white. Maybe we put the knight on g6, but then we run into h4. Like I really dislike queen b6. Not that Anna-Maja is losing, but she just like this queen on b6 looks active, but in fact it does nothing. That's my concern. Luckily, 100% is thinking she is spending some time, which is a good thing. Unfortunately, after rook a1, I think Anna-Maja is just slightly worse. Yeah, like the spin on b6 looks active, but at the same time, like my main concern is that black is still struggling with development, so putting the queen on b6 does nothing. That's my issue. So that's why I was very insisting on putting this knight from g8 to c6 first. Just develop this knight, just finish development, and then think about some active plans. Because after rook a1, still you see that you see this difference in development. Like white finished development, they have every piece active, except for rook on f1. But yeah, rook h8 is not playing, bishop f8 is not playing. This knight on d7 is it plays okay, but yeah, when you put the rook on c1, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, like 5 pieces playing, and from black side to have like 1, 2, 3, 4, like maybe 4.5. Yeah, I think she also voted against me as well. Also, I think she, like, luckily for Anna-Maja, I think Hanna also, I remember her struggling with understanding dynamics of the possession, because I played English opening and she was really like, she couldn't figure out how to play, like, she couldn't figure out the active moves. Like, maybe it was because she played the GM, but still, like, I feel like she was missing this sense of, like, dynamic play, if that makes sense. But so far, she is doing okay. Yeah, I would expect her to play with AC1. Yeah, maybe we put... Oh, rook F1 is... Like... Why? I mean... Why do I put the rook N1? This feels like mixing up plans. Like... I mean, first of all... Why don't you play rook E1 first? So, like, why do you... Wait. Why do you wait with this knight to go to e7 and then go to e1? When you could play this with the bishop on c1. Yeah, this move is slightly, like, confusing. Like, I feel like white is mixing two plans. For no good reasons. Like, because she could play rook e1 like move earlier, and like she is mixing plans. I mean, this is not used for Anna-Maja. Yeah, because I think now she can at least finish developing pieces. Maybe. Yeah, maybe now you put the knight on f5. And you are not worried about g4 because you put the knight on d7, and this white king is like... This white king is slightly not safe. I mean, it's not a bad move, but... Like, why wouldn't you play rook e1 move earlier? That's slightly confusing. Oh yeah, Hamster, I also saw the stats. So, apparently Musin... I think it's only in Rabbit, but from last... I think he hasn't lost any game in last two World Rapid Championships. So he hasn't lost any of the 13 games in New York. And he also lost no Rapid games in Uzbekistan last year. I think it's... but I think it's only in Rapid, no? I don't know his stats in Blitz, like... Yeah, just in Rapid, okay. I think I played... I'm not sure. I think I played Musin once. Yeah, actually, let me check. Have I played Musin before? Hmm. Oh yeah, I did beat. Oh yeah, I played him in 2019. Oh, I won against him in Blitz. Whoa. Oh, in Tompowski. Oh my god. Wait, what was the stream? I'm trying to recall the stream. Oh, actually, I won this easily. Whoa. Interesting. I actually have one win against Mosin. Right, he also played in Singapore this year. I've just realized. I'm so stupid. I've just realized he played. Actually, he played this year in Singapore Open because I played there too. I didn't freaking. I've just realized. Yeah, he also played in Singapore Open. Yeah, like he didn't even win this Open. Yeah, no, I remember because he played against one of the Polish guys. He played Jan Klimkowski. He barely made a draw with Clark. But this was like crazy game. Like he's playing Klimkowski, and like they had no increment after 40 moves because here in Rilton Cup you have basically the time to control is 90 moves for 40 moves, 90 minutes for 40 moves, and then you get extra 30 minutes. But in Singapore you had no increment after 40 moves. So Mersin had like 5 minutes. He spent like 85 minutes on his first 22, 23 moves against Klimkowski. And Klimkowski had like 50 minutes. But still Mersin like easily made a draw. Like I was pretty sure Klimkowski will win this game because like it was very complex. It was some Italian game. But no, like Mersin easily made the draw. Like easily. Like it was so shocking to me. Like how this kid representing, I mean, FIDE could play such a, like, how could he play so well under time pressure? And now 1 month later he wins, he's the best in Rapid in the world. Like, it's crazy. Like, it's very, very crazy. But Takuyon 27, thanks for the follow on Twitch. Okay, Henrik Hansen wants to start a debate about chess statistician. Yeah, who is like the most famous Belgium chess player? That's a good question. I actually don't know. Maybe you guys can help me in the chat because I don't know who is like the best Belgian player. Or maybe I know, but I have it at the end of my tongue. Oh yeah, Tarta. Yeah, Daniel Tarta. Right. I knew they have someone. I mean, obviously Tarta is still like, is still not there, but he's getting there slightly. Like, step by step. Kapali 96, thanks for the follow. And I'm also hitting YouTube. Hello, Richie Miller. What do I think about Stonewall Dutch? It's an opening. It's a solid opening. I mean, there are more solid choices, but yeah, Stonewall is like the good news about Stonewall is that you have very simple plans. Like just like you see, all you need to do in Stonewall is to get rid of this bishop on c8. It's just when you understand the French bishop, then you will understand the Stonewall bishop. Just nice and simple. So yeah, Anna-Maja is thinking, what can she calculate? I guess she's calculating, she's considering to put a knight somewhere. Maybe she's considering to play h6. And you guys know the idea behind h6. You guys obviously know the idea why would I go h6. Because you know which move is prepared by playing h6. You guys obviously know. It's g5. Like, imagine if h6 g5 happens on the board in this position. I'm not saying it's good, but I'm saying this is an option. Oh, hello, Matthew. Right, give me just 1 second. Okay. No mods theme. Well. Is knight e6 still the plan? Knight e6 is the plan. I was thinking about knight e6, but then white goes at knight a4, and what do I do? a5. No, Anna-Maja. You were supposed to push the g5 pawn. Just play h6 g5. It's the wrong side. It's the wrong side. Why do you push this pawn? Okay, I cannot explain this move. What is the reason behind a5? I am confused. I am actually confused. Yes, you guys here, the Olivia. That was my plan. Like you finish the development and then you do stuff. But I'm so confused. Guys, explain this to me. I don't understand this move. Why to push the spawn? Like, why aren't you finishing development? Maybe, like, what is Anna-Maja thinking by playing a5? Maybe she was like, yeah, maybe she was like, you know, when I put the knight on c6, white roast knight a4, and then I have to move the queen backwards. So maybe she's trying to say that after knight c6, knight a4, I move the queen to a7. Maybe that's some logic behind this move. But this move also returns the p5 square, which is slightly awkward, not gonna lie. Maybe it's fine. Maybe it's fine, I guess. I'm not adding now my favorite emote on Twitch. Maybe it's fine. Yeah, but I mean, that's my only reason to explain this move. Like, okay, I mean, I would expect to raise c1. Okay, she plays to raise c1, but engine doesn't hide it. Okay, interesting. Like, okay, so the raise c1 happened, which makes more sense than a5, but yeah, like, maybe she wants to put the knight on c6, and after knight a4, put the queen on a7. Like, that's my only reasoning, but this doesn't look right. Yeah, like, already white has every piece active, and we managed to do what? We put the queen on p6 or on c8, and we played a5. Like, again, like, white has... Yeah, like, literally they have every active piece, like, in the position, and we have only 1, 2, 3, 4, like, four and a half active piece. Right after we remove the knight, this bishop on f8 is slightly active, so... Yeah, it's... You really don't want, like... When you are underdeveloped, you really don't want to make such a responsible pawn pushes, because once you push the pawn, it cannot go backwards. So by pushing a5, my main concern is that the square on b5 is, like, weak. Like, Anna-Maja did the similar stuff yesterday when her opponent had a knight on c4, and she pushed the pawn from b2 to b4, giving, like, I don't know, I guess she loves giving, like, she loves giving space, like giving squares. Or someone mentioned earlier creating, I was gonna say creating holes, but it doesn't sound right. Well, I've said it. Yeah, like there's this slight hole on b5, slight one. Okay, actually let me see, what does table says? Wait, this... What? Really? Okay, I am so confused. Like, actually, engine says it's fine for black. Like, what? I am so confused. Apparently, this is only a slight advantage for white. after nice and simple queen a6, it's obviously 0.4. Like, how? Okay, she plays a4, so like, yeah, but it still doesn't sound right. I mean, but okay, if she sees queen a6, then maybe she could go for this. But it's like, it's not the move that you play willingly. Like, you don't play queen a6 willingly because not only like white isn't forced to trade. Like they could move the queen backwards to b1, and then like the issue remains. Like the fact that like again like it's funny that engines like love to like have their own opinion and laugh in our faces. Because I would assume this is like much worse position after a5, a4, but apparently this is still fine. I mean, like, it's not lost, which is crazy. Which is very crazy. Like, you are not developed, you haven't finished development with black. White has many active pieces, and yet engine says it's only 0.4. Crazy. So what is the move for white? Yeah, it says h4. Like, h4 is always this idea to consider, just to try to get some space. And I go... Apparently the second move to consider is rook c2, which is... I don't know what... I would not consider rook c2, but third option is also something I would not consider, because the third option, according to the engine, is to go b3. Okay, b3 is not a move I would consider. Maybe I would. I mean... Hard to say. I mean, b3 at least opens up the play at the queen side, and... No, I would play h4 with white. I mean, I would go h4 and then h5 and then try to get some space. I think h4, h5 is like the most human approach for me. Belder, why do you want to put this knight on g5? Oh, you want to win this bishop on f8. I see. Yeah, this knight g5 is also interesting. Just to try to win to gain black squares. To gain the tight squares. So basically his idea is to play knight g5, h6, knight h7. Yeah, this makes some sense. Although this may be fine for black. Maybe it's not. Yeah, thoughtful gaming. I also don't understand this, but somehow engine says it's fine. Like, somehow engine says black puts the queen on a6 and it's fine. But yeah, like, playing queen a6 willingly, it's not the move that you consider easily, because this move weakens your structure. That's one fun issue. Second issue is that after this trade, there's a hole on c5 appearing. So I don't know how willing, like, what would I do with black? Like if I would go queen a6 easily, like, yeah, I would think that instead of playing a5, a4, I was actually like, I wasn't sure how to refute this idea of h6, g5 and put the knight on g6 and play g4 and just try to find some counterplay. Looks slow, but at least I finished development, that's one thing. And also I'm trying to aim for this guy on a 3, which has no squares, so Anna just loves to push pawns and leave her king in the middle. Well, listen. The fans, like the chess fans of French, they know that normally the king is the safest in the middle. Especially they love to put the king on d7. Not that too much spent Larsen. What? Okay, this will get interesting very quickly because they both spend so much time. Yeah, like Anna is already below 40 minutes and Anna-Maja is on 49 minutes and it's been move number 13. Guys, we will see a huge time trouble today. Because they still have 27 moves to make and they've already spent so much time. What do you guys think? Will we see the serious time trouble of 5 minutes per 20 moves? Let me know in the chat. What do you guys think? Yes, but I'm saying not about time trouble, I'm saying specifically about like how serious this time trouble will be. Will one of them have 5 minutes for 20 moves? I'm curious to hear your opinions. This is move number 13. Move A4 was the move number 13. They still have 27 moves to make. So I'm realistically assuming that they will waste all of their time in the next 7 moves, and then there will be a nice and simple. I mean, for us, nice and simple. For them, not so really, but yeah, nice and simple time trouble. Okay, Thoughtful Gaming claims they will be down to about 10 minutes. Yeah, I can see it. I can see it. Okay, I am glad to see YouTube chat being active as well. We have a one top there saying no. Move 30 might be serious. It will get serious earlier, okay? If not at move 20, at least at move 25. How can you find good moves? By practicing. you just practice and practice tactic, practice playing. It's all about practice. Is Anna-Maja the blood clot? Yes, so the clots are reversed. So basically, to the left you have the white clot, so the time of Anna-Maja's opponent, and to the right you have the clot of Anna-Maja's. So our lovely streamer, she has 49 minutes, and her opponent has 33 minutes. And they still have 27 moves to make. Yeah, it's sadly thoughtful timing. You just need practice, because once you get practice, like, obviously lower rated opponents, like low rated players, can find good moves, but it takes them more time. So if you practice, then you get like more and more experience. You find the good moves quicker, and then you increase your elo, and then you become a better player. Get that coffee. Yeah, I'm actually out of coffee, so I had to switch to chocolate, to hot chocolate, which is very helpful, especially that we have winter here in Poland, only 50 degrees. I mean, not the worst winter, but still, chocolate is very helpful at winter. Hot chocolate. Okay. I love to see this long thinking, because this gives chance for good results. Still, the position is worse because of the difference in development, but apparently it's not so bad because of this idea of queen a6, which is interesting. I mean, the question is h4, like, is white considering the move b3, which was one of the engine's suggestions, because b3 has some idea. So basically b3 has an idea to open the files and try to use this advantage in development. I was suggesting h4 just to try to get some space on the king side, because normally when black finishes development, then there's some issue like with the king. Like if you put the knight on c6, I mean not in this case, but in general, when you put the knight on c6 or on f5, you really want to get this white pawns like prepared for black king to castle. So h4 makes sense. But she's playing knight g5. Wow. This was the move suggested, but it's crazy that this move was played. No, this move is actually interesting, because after h6, you want to put the knight on h7. No, this move is actually not bad, because after h6 you go knight h7, and then you trade this bishop on f8. And then you get black, like, you gain control over black squares, so this move is actually not so bad. Also, Yeah, this is actually very tricky because you cannot even defend the pawn with the knight. Like you cannot go knight g6 because then white wins the pawn on a4. Like after knight g6, knight a4, this bishop on d7 is overloaded. So yeah, this we hate to see this move. We hate to see this move. Unless maybe there's some option of, yeah, can we try to escape by playing 96? Probably not. I was trying to calculate 96, knight a4, queen d4. And after queen d4, knight d4, we escape into ending, but after rook c8, bishop c8, knight b6, this bishop on c8 is trapped, which is, yeah, it's not ideal. Yeah, so actually, do we have to play h6 and work into knight h7 stuff? When do you want to play knight g6? Not now. Oh, there is also queen f3. I was obviously testing you. I obviously saw queen f3, but I was testing the chart. Oh, yeah, but after knight g6, queen f3 is over. Wait. Actually, do we have to play h6? Yeah, this is slightly awkward because after knight h7, no, we never push g6. After g6 also there is queen f3. And then, yeah, this is awful. Oh, Fiona, thanks for the raid. Thanks for the raid with 48 viewers. Thank you. Welcome to Anna-Maja's stream, where there is one certain GM commentating just to entertain people with his Italian accent. But hi Fiona, I hope you've had a nice stream. Oh, there's 95? Who am I? I'm just a nice and simple GM who is also good at puzzles.
Illegal!
And apparently I have Italian accent, which I found out yesterday. Starfish, thanks for the gifted sub to Fiona. Thanks a lot. Okay, so that bait is saying that after g6, queen f3, knight f5, apparently 95 is over. Yeah, but you don't play g6. Haha. Thank you, Fiona. Friendly neighborhood GM. Sure, let's stay with this. Friendly, nice and simple neighborhood GM who loves puzzles, and I also have an Italian accent. No, g6 is bad. I was assuming after g6 there is also queen f3, knight f5, g4. That was my intention, so yeah, you never push g6. Like, you never play g6. I think either you calculate h6, knight h7, and here maybe you calculate... Okay, she's played h6 because what else? Yeah, we'll see knight h7. I'm pretty sure we'll see knight h7. We could see knight h3, knight f4, but then what was the point of putting the knight on g5 if we don't go on h7? And here this is getting tricky because I was actually considering sacrificing this, like grabbing this knight on h7, and after queen h7, I was actually considering to grab one of these hanging pawns, like say I grab the pawn on d4, and after bishop e3, maybe I put the queen on b4, I don't know. Right, really that might. Yeah, I think so. I don't know if it's good. This looks very risky, but I mean there are two bishops. I mean, if I'm not losing on the spot after knight h7, rook h7, queen d4, then maybe black is fine, more or less. And then after bishop e3, I move the queen to b4, and then I'm saying, like, basically I'm saying I have two bishops. If I manage to stabilize the position, which means finish development, like if I manage to put the knight on f5, then I think I have actually not the worst position to play. Because, yeah, I'm having two bishops. I have to pair, like, I have bishop pair, I took the pawn, and I could push this t-pawn as well, so maybe this makes sense. I don't know. It's just a question of whether we sacrifice this exchange or we allow white to grab the bishop on f8, in which case we probably have no counterplay at all. Because if we allow like this knight f8 trade, then this tired a3 f8 becomes extremely weak. Also, when's this hover for the follow? Yes, Parts, you missed the raid, but it's good that you are here. Okay, knight h7 on the board. Oh yeah, 95, 85 is its pushes. Yeah. Oh wait, actually... No, but after knight g6 I can also take on a4, which is also annoying. Yeah, I cannot move... I cannot push this knight from e7. Either way, engine suggested earlier on move queen a6. I wonder if it suggests this move again. No, it actually suggests... Okay, it suggests queen a6. I mean, no, it actually suggests to take on h7 and play queen d4. And it gives my favorite eval. So obviously, after rook h7, queen h7, queen d4. Okay, I was gonna say it's zeros, but now it changes to small advantage for white. Small one, just... No, it's just actually it's zeros. Yeah, like... Rook h7... requires... like, you know... requires some bravery. Like, you need to be very brave to go from rotate 7 to 24. But yeah, like, I mean, there's no biscuit if you don't list it, so yeah. This it for the biscuit, play rotate 7, maybe. And at least that's some nice and simple content for the YouTube video. Because the second move is Queen A6, which is, well, I mean, which is like boring, and like, why would you play such a boring move when you can get excited? Also, apparently the third option is to play Rook C4. Oh yeah, Rook C4, I guess Rook C4 makes sense, but it's slightly inhuman. But I guess idea behind playing Rook C4 is to prevent, like you basically stop all of the cheats with knight a4, because in this position, in this particular position, you cannot move the knight from e7 because of cheat of knight a4. Let's say if I don't knight g6, then white captures on f8, and then no matter how you recapture on f8, whether it's with the king or knight or rook, white wins the pawn by playing knight a4. So that's why you play rook c4 to prevent all of this nonsense. That's the idea, I guess. Queen a6, yeah, you can also play queen b1. Like, I don't expect Anna-Maja to play queen a6. I would consider. I'm like pretty sure she's calculating rook a7 at the moment. Like, the real French player knows that they understand that once you gain control over the center, then normally black is fine. Did she miss that move? I mean, we will see. She is thinking. It's hard to say. Maybe she saw this move, but yeah, like rook c4 allows knight f8 and knight e2, and then we have this scenario where you have no control over the part squares. So hard to say. Okay, I need to focus on YouTube. Because we have one interesting question. If the opponent forgets to press state clock, can you waste their time by not telling them? Well, so if you're evil enough, then you can. Normally normally you don't have to tell them. You can just ignore this. I mean, it's like they have to remember about the clock. But normally, like, I've played many players where, like, old players, especially, they often forget. Like, normally when I see old player forgetting to press the clock, I tell them, because, like, normally, you know, like, the older you get, the more stuff you forget. So, like, it's just about being polite and, yeah, sportsmanship. But okay, rook c4 on the board, so no risking for the biscuit. Unfortunate. I was hoping for rook h7. I was slightly hoping for rook h7, but okay, rook c4 is like more solid approach. But yeah, I've had one unfortunate story. One unfortunate boomer story that I lost the game on time because of the clock. So basically, sometimes when you play on the electronical clocks, like basically in every open tournament you use new electronic clocks. I wonder how many of you guys remember mechanical ones, mechanical clocks, where you just had no battery, you had a normal looking clock, like it was looking like you had two clocks, you put the clock on the wall and it was implemented in the chess clock. I hope it made sense. And they made this sound of ticking, it was the tick you hear when you see many chess TV series Queen's Gambit. Yeah, but sometimes when you play on the new clocks and you try to push the lever on the clock, it sometimes bounces back. So once I lost the game because I hit the level, I had 8 seconds, but it bounced back, and it didn't add time. It didn't add 5 seconds. And that's how I lost the game, because it didn't add 5 seconds. This level basically bounced back, and my opponent did nothing. I was trying to calculate. He was sitting doing nothing, and then I see, oh, I lost on time. It was yeah, painful. But it was also a lesson that sometimes you have to keep an eye on these new clocks. Sometimes it happens very rarely, but some of these clocks you have to watch out for the level. Okay, we are having, oh my god, huge stories on Twitch, and you want me to read them, okay. Wait, thoughtful. He declined the draw when he had 3 minutes on 20 moves, and he lost on time. I mean, look, you acted fair, but he wanted to win, and he forgot about the clock. But that also has a long story. Oh, so at the Olympiad, White played a move and didn't press the clock, really? Wait, so he forgot to press the clock, went to the toilet, came back, and played a move, and her opponent didn't. Oh my god, that's rough. I've heard the stories about Olympiad, I know, I've heard the stories from Anna-Maja, who was also one of the arbiters at the Olympiad. So apparently he had a problem. He was mainly supervising the matches on footer boards, and the players who played there, I will not say names of the countries, but there were cases that the players basically Bartek had to write moves for them because they couldn't write down the moves, which was bizarre for me. Apparently some of the participants didn't know how to write moves. Crazy, because you're organizing such a serious event, and yeah, you have participants with whom you have to assist, with the notation, which is insane. I mean, for me it sounds absurd, but this is the reality of Olympiad, that you have such cases, and well, I mean, I mean, obviously, Olympiad is about uniting the chess world because you have like all of the nations playing, almost all of the nations. But on the other hand, like we think about the cases of people not being able to write down moves. Like I don't know, like there was this, I don't know what was the name of the movie. Like there was this movie about was it about winter slaves? Like about one of the English sportsmen? No, Jamaican sportsman who was trying to reach the Winter Olympic. There was the movie about this, which was actually a very good one, but I forgot the name. Like there was the movie about, there was one participant, like there was one sportsman from Jamaica who participated in the Winter Olympics. I think it was in the bobsleigh. I'm trying to like what is the name of this discipline? I think it's bobsleigh, or maybe it's wrong. Yeah, it's bobsleigh. Yeah, so was it cool runnings? Let me check. Oh yeah, no, yeah, I think it was this. Oh yeah, I think it was called runnings. Yeah, I think it was called runnings. It was like, but those, I think that was also like another movie, but maybe it was this one. Yeah, so basically it was about first Jamaican team in bobsleigh. It was very nice, made in 1993. It's a comedy, but I remember this was very good movie. Like, yeah, like you think about, like chess players not being able to write down notations, but then you have like this case of bobsleigh, like Jamaican bobsleighs, and it was like, for them it was incredible. So maybe I should not assess them, because for them it's like, for them it must be such a great experience. Yeah, feel the rhyme. Yeah, it was something like that. No, it was very good movie. I think I have to watch this actually, if I have time. Yeah, maybe I will watch this today. Oh, Animal Creative Channel. There are many interesting chess topics, Like, chess is not boring at all. No, it's not only about lords. It's often about what you're wearing, including jeans. I've said it again. I had to mention this fitting jeans again. No, that's no 95. There's no way. Right, is engine actually saying it's 95? No. Yeah, I mean, just type, no, it's not a move. Yeah, just take the knight and then you, no, it doesn't work. You just take the knight and then you're down the piece. Yes, no road. So basically, I think this is also what Magia did. So basically, like, he had many like lanes like this, and he had to assist with writing down moves. Okay, we have knight f8, so it was expected. I think we take with the king, because then we can escape with this guy to g7, or maybe to h7. Like we take on f8, we play king g8, and then we go knight g6 and king h7. That's the plan. But yeah, I guess this is still like slightly unpleasant. Yeah, and she set up with the king. Oh, after rook f8 those. Oh yeah, that was 94. Oh no. I mean, obviously Anna-Maja saw this, I mean. But yeah, like you never capture the lord in this position. You just stay with the king and you just work towards h7. And this is also one of the classic ideas. Just, you don't need to castle, you just take it slow. Just slowly put the king on h7 and you move on. And that's why also, like, that's why you really want to think about h4. Maybe not in this case, because in this case, there's d4 pawn hanging. Also, yeah, White has only 16 minutes. And it's move number 16, so we may see a huge time trouble. Alright, bishop e3 happened. 2 ice team on my channel. Not now. I have a channel. I sometimes stream. Just find for GM Solver and you may find this. But yeah, tomorrow I will be streaming also one time from this event, but not Anna-Maja's. I will be streaming Tantanna's game. This is my plan for tomorrow. And I really hope that they won't play against each other, because then it will be awkward. Slightly awkward. Yeah, actually, Cantana is also playing, like, she's playing some young opponent. Oh, she has, oh no. Actually, Cantana is solo on time. Yeah, but also they have, like, I'm also checking the games from the group B, where they have more streamers. Also interesting stuff. Okay. Bishop e3 on the board. For some reason, engine doesn't like it. I mean, yeah, like I think you want this bishop to be placed on. No, this is not the tile for this bishop actually. Hang on, you want to put this bishop on a3, like on b4. Like ideally, you would want to put the knight on d2 and then play a3 bishop b4. Yeah, maybe that's why engine hates it. Like, yeah, it actually gives some time for black. Right, actually. There's... Right, actually I can take on b2. Maybe. Wait, can I take the pawn? How stupid is to grab the pawn? Just without changing the engine. Like, how stupid is it if I take the pawn on b2? Yeah, like... Yeah, now you take the pawn on b2. Because now if you play the b1, now the knight is hanging on c3. So... Wait, this may be hanging. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's risky, but... Yeah, but if you play rook c2, then I move the queen to b6, and... I'm just up the pawn. I'm not saying it's a clean pawn, but... Anna-Maja loves trapping pawns. Yeah, like, I'm not saying it's good. I mean, I'm just saying this option exists. I mean, yeah, if you're not set, then you can play King G8 and then continue with the finishing development. Like, King G8 is also like safe. But like this pawn looks like for free. Like this looks like a free user. Yeah, and she took the pawn. I like this move. Yeah, because now with the bishop on d2, like with the bishop on e3, like this bishop on e3 doesn't guard the knight on c3 anymore. So you cannot put the rook on b1 because of queen c3. Yeah, I think bishop e3 was actually a blunder. Maybe not a huge blunder, because still the skin on f8 is slightly awkward, but still it's just a pawn, and yeah, her opponent is on 16 minutes. Yeah, now I like Anna-Maja's chances. Because yeah, now it's a typical French mess. Yeah, I mean, but also it's extremely tough to play with white. How do I defend both d4 and b2? I was assuming knight d2 is an option, no? Oh, but then maybe you take the pawn on b2 again. But then I call it b1. And after queen c2, you put the queen on e3. And then you put the bishop on b4. So, yeah, I guess after... Yeah, actually after knight f8... Oh yeah, I guess the pawn was hanging. Yeah. Yeah, so I guess if she went knight e2 instead of bishop e3, you could take on b2 regardless. And then after rook b1, you put the queen on c2. Yeah, this is also a free pawn. But maybe it's not so clear, because I put the queen on if... No, but then knight f5. Yeah, this is actually also tricky. Right, so... Maybe it was just not the best decision. Maybe it was not the best decision to play knight h7. Maybe, I mean, still, like, the skin on f8 is not, like, well placed, so I don't think it's, like... It's not a clean pawn, but obviously, you have to capture this pawn if nothing is losing. Like, if it doesn't lose, you take the pawn and you see what happens. This is move number 17. Queen b2 was move number 17. I predicted the huge time trouble. I predicted that one of the players will have 5 minutes for 20 moves, and 100% is getting there. Okay, she played rook c2. I guess she had to. Now. Yeah, rook c2 makes sense. I guess you just... But okay, then put the queen to b6. And after rook b1, just put the queen on c6. And yeah, it's just... It is a pawn. Like, it's just as the pawn. And then all you need to do is to finish the development, because still the 0 on h8 is out of play. If you swapped the position of king of f8 with the rook on h8, then I would say black is winning. But because of the fact that black is slightly underdeveloped, it's still not easy. Oh, for full timing, after queen b6, rook b1, rook c3, you take with the rook, and rook on b1 is guarded. Yeah, you don't win the knight, but you just put the queen on c6, or maybe to c7, it doesn't matter, because what matters is that you create the pin along the c column, and yeah. And the spin is very annoying. Rilton both did. Thanks for the follow. So yeah, this looks good. Just and yeah, also up on the clock. So yeah, we expect green pieces. Life is good. Up the pawn. Also, I need to check this because yeah, I was just checking the engine. It says 92 was the best, but so apparently bishop e3 was bad because now black is obviously better, slightly better. But after 92, why do the knight take the pawn? There must have been something concrete. Maybe not. Oh, apparently you just go rook b1 and after queen c2, queen e3. This is one option, or you just put the bishop on c3, and apparently this is very good for white. Yeah, so apparently after 92, queen b2, white is better. For some reason. I guess the reason being that this bishop on d2 can move towards b4. Maybe that's the reason. But okay, now let's focus on the present. We have queen b6 on the board, which was expected. This is a good move. Yeah, now. Yeah, I guess we either put the rook on b1 or. But this like. We should be happy. Like this, we have an extra pawn. Like, and there is no immediate threat to black king. It's just we need to finish development. So if we finish development, if we put this rook on h8, if we manage to activate this rook to c8, then we win. So that's the plan. And advantage on the clock. This looks very, very good today. I'm not saying all of this concept was like perfect, like a5 or a4 was very, very bizarre to me, but it worked, like, it looks like it worked. We see a3 on the board. I guess it makes sense, just, you just stop any nonsense on the side. Also, after queen b3, we cannot go queen b3. This looks tempting, in order to win the pawn. But after queen b3, I believe we lost material after rook b1. And after queen a3, bishop c1, we lost the queen. So we cannot go queen b3. We don't need to, like... Again, like... Just nice and simple king g8. Just activate, like... Move the king. Or play queen g7. I would appreciate any of these two moves. Just... Slightly improving the position of the piece. Slightly. Or knight f5. Knight f5, yeah, knight f5 also works. Yeah, you can do knight f5 as well. Yeah, this looks better and better. G5? No. It's like, guys. Obviously, we want to be excited, but this is not the moment to get excited by playing G5. This is not the moment to get excited. But yeah, knight f5, king d7 makes sense, although with this one I would be careful, because there's a cheat. So let's say I play knight f5, white puts third on c1, and then black goes king e7, and then white has this cheat of queen f5. And then after e5, knight e5, we lose the queen. I mean, we then take the knight on c3, and it's fine. But yeah, there's no need for this. G6, king g7. Well, g6 returns the f6 square. That might I mean, this finished the development, but at the same time, do we need to return the king? I don't know. Frankly, I get your point, but also you're waiting in the exit square. Like, this is very responsible move. No, I guess knight f5 just activates the knight, and then you want to, like, not sure if king e7. Like, there's queen f5, and this move is slightly annoying. I'm not saying no, but let's say I put the knight on f5, because why not? And then I put the queen on c6, and then I put the king on e7. This made so much sense. Yeah, actually I like this idea, to just put the king on e7. Yeah, just knight f5 is actually very interesting. I was considering mainly king g8, king h7 stuff. Like, obviously king is much safer on h7 rather than on e7. But maybe knight f5 works, and if it works, yeah, then we put the queen on g6. Then maybe. But I think king g8 also makes sense. And then we are trying to put maybe the knight to g6 or to f5 again. But how do we accomplish king h7 with the queen on d3? It may be tough. Yeah, so actually maybe knight f5 king g7 is the plan. And obviously we move the queen from b6 to some better square. Obviously we can't be lazy, we can't be like, yeah, let's play the most obvious move g6, and I'm pretty sure many of you guys would be like, yeah, g6, king g7, we finished development, right? But, like, whenever we play consider even natural moves, we have to consider the weakness of particular move. Like, playing g6 makes sense because we finished development, because we can put the king on g7, but this move creates a hole on f6 and potentially on h6. So this move is like very responsible, and that's why Anna-Maja plays knight f5. And I like this move because we are getting some space for the king in the future. Not now, because after king e7, I guess we could take on f5. Actually, there's rook c3. So yeah, let's say white plays rook e1. And then after king e7, I mean, do we win the pawn on d4? Are we sure? After knight d4, wait, can I win this pawn? Hmm. I thought I cannot. Yeah, it's not the point. I was thinking about taking on a 4. Oh wait, I died with the Lord. Yeah, never mind. Or do I mind? Let's see, 8. Wait, is the spawn hanging on D4? I wasn't sure if the spawn is hanging because the knight is pinned, but like taking, I was not intending to take the spawn on D4 because like the knight is pinned. So that's why I was like, yeah, let's play rook C1, and after knight D4, I was sure that this knight is like pinned forever. But maybe. Also, 11 minutes. 11 minutes. This is good. This is good. This is looking very good. 11 moves for 21 moves. And Anna-Maja is having a lot of time. 26 and a half moves. 26 and a half minutes. Okay, she went for rook b1, but this is fine. Yeah, just rook 26. And then we put that in on e7. 27. I was thinking to put the queen on c6, but maybe we'll put on c7. Yeah, because I really want to put that in on e7 and then activate my rook. And once I do it, then I think I should be winning. Yeah, queen c7, I guess it doesn't allow king e7, because after queen c7, rook c1, king g7, I take on f5. No, don't take the knight. After rook c3, I take back with the rook, and the second pawn is protected. You cannot take the you cannot win the knight. It are official. When's for the follow? Yeah, I would go 26. I would go 26 and then king g7 and then rook c8 and then win the game. Just like that. Okay, she is thinking. She is really thinking about queen c6. I see it. I can see it in her eyes. And she is searching for more than 26. Nice. She is reading my mind. Nice. No, don't take the sword on c3. You don't take on c3 because there was rook c3. No, this is the best move. Queen c6 is the best move. It's fine. And now we put like king g7, then rook c8, and then we win the game. Easy peasy. And moving next. Yes, she is spending time well. She is playing. Actually, I mean, maybe it's not the best time usage because still 24 moves, like she has 24 minutes for 20 moves, but still, like the most important thing is that she is ahead on the clock, which is the most important thing. But obviously, this is not winning. This is just. But obviously, this is a good sign. Anna-Maja is up the pawn. Now it's time about. It's about converting the pawn. I think it's not difficult after king d7 rook c8, but it still requires some work. Like, we cannot lose focus even if in this position. Like, we need to keep focus in this position. But let's see what white does. She will go either rook c1 and try to move the knight, or maybe rook b4. Maybe rook b4 is also the move. Just to try this rook on c4. Although, like in both cases, like obviously only black plays for the win. Right, that's a new comment. Favorite. What? Right. Really? I don't want to try this. This may be risky, but I will see. Yes, I knew I'm favorite. Nice. I knew it. Rook b2 b2. It's an old command? Really? No. This is new command. Like. Okay, so now, yeah, king d7. Just play king d7 and rook c8. And then, yeah, it's just not easy. Wait, I have to clip this. Hang on, I have to save this for the glory. But I'm the favorite viewer. Okay, she placed this nice. Yeah, she placed this very well. Like, knight f5 and king e7 are very good moves. Just improving the weakest pieces in the position. Like, this, like, rook on h8 was the weakest, and she found a very nice setup. And now, yeah, like, next move is obvious. Like, she plays rook c8, and then she finishes development, and now it's a king pawn. And it's about converting. How easy is it to convert? It still requires some job because, yeah, we need to get some puzzle, I guess. But first of all, like, let's just focus on finishing development. Let's play rook c8 next, and then I think we can start thinking about pushing some pawns. Potentially b5, b4 is an option. Yeah, this looks Very good. So I'm assuming while we'll put the knight on a2, just to try to create some blockade on the black squares. Yeah, she goes for knight a2, which had to be played because she's like Hanne is trying to set up some blockade on the tight squares, but I think we don't care. So we can start by playing rook c8, and we just activate the last piece. We could play b5, although not sure we have to, like, maybe we don't need to play b5. I would just play rook c8, and after rook c4 we recapture. Oh yeah, we can recapture with the queen. And then after queen c4, rook c4, rook b7, we can collect the pawn on d4. So, yeah, it's looking good. Knight e3. Well, I mean, timing. I mean, thoughtful timing. You really want to be left with this bishop on d7 only? Are you sure about this? No, I would keep this knight. Like, this knight on f5 is actually very important because it aims on d4 in certain lines. So let's keep this knight alive. Let's just finish development. Let's just play rook c8. Like, my first thought is to play rook c8 and then see what happens. Wow, there are more favorites in the chat. Wow. Wow. I swear, I've never seen this command. Okay. Can we see rook c8? Just nice and simple, just finish development. Nice. Nice, very, very nice. Okay, knight b4 had to be played, but yeah, just queen c7, queen f5 though. Right. Oh, there's... I forgot about queen f5 again. Uh-oh. It's fine, I guess. But yeah, I forgot. Yeah, we have to play queen b5, but it's fine. I somehow forgot this after queen c7, queen f5, but it's fine. We can play queen b5. Yeah, and it's fine. But don't play queen c7. Don't play queen f5. This would be painful. It's not losing, but it would be painful to see. Yeah, just play queen b5 and we are good to go. Yes, Vlad, Anna has more time. And guess what? I have Italian accent. I had it yesterday, at least. I don't know, this is my second game in the row which I'm commentating, And yeah, it's somehow like someone said yesterday I have an Italian accent. Somehow. Alright, 25, nice. Yeah, like check this, like she's having 20 minutes for like so many moves. Like 17 moves. But she's ahead of she's ahead. And yeah, like her opponent is having only 7 minutes. Knight eight to draw. No draw. After knight e2, can I go c2? Rook b5, bishop b5. Queen b5, rook a2. I guess I can. And after queen b7, king d8. No bachelor, right? Yeah, I think I can. After knight a2, I think I can take. I think I can take on c2. Yeah, rook a2, queen b7, king d8, queen b6, king d8. King b5, king f8. And I escape with the king and win. Yeah, I think that's winning. Yeah, I think knight a2 like loses by force. I can also play probably queen a5. And after bishop d2, because if, yeah, like there's only e1 hanging, so yeah, many good moves after knight a2. Really, Matthew, do you think you have Italian accent? As the Polish. I would think we have Slavic accent, but Italian, really? Like, this makes no sense. Well, once I have a Russian accent. Well, I don't know Russian. I don't know Russian language. I obviously don't use it right now because of obvious reasons. But yeah, someone said I have a Russian accent. Like, it was interesting. It was many years ago, but yeah. Anna-Maja is also playing, but yeah, actually, what is she doing? Where is she? She is down. She's down the pawn. She's down the pawn. Not good. And yeah, let's just ignore any other times. Like, Vlad, tomorrow I'm doing commentary on Cantana's Twitch. And also on my Twitch as well, so this will be interesting. Don't remember last time I was commentating for 3 days in a row, but I'm not commentating on New Year's Eve. New Year's Eve is for celebrating. Sparspite, thanks for the follow, and Martin Murphy, thanks for the follow. Yes, imagine. Dreams. Dreams, flat. Okay, knight to 2. So, I think rook c2 wins. But I don't think we have to go for this, because if Anna-Maja thinks this is not clear, then she can play queen a5. And after rook c4, yeah, just take with the pawn. Maybe you take with the pawn, or take with the rook, and after rook b7... there is queen f1. Maybe this is not easy. I mean, okay, you can throw queen a6 if you are consent, then throw queen a6 and ignore all of this. But I do believe rook c2 wins. So let's try to calculate this again. So after rook c2, rook b5. I take the rook first on b5. And after queen b5, I take on a2. And now the fun begins, because black takes the pawn on b7, I go king d8. This should be winning, yeah, like queen b6, king d8, queen b5, king f8. Yeah, I think I just stay with the king and win the second game. This looks steady because white has many checks and the king on d8 feels unsafe, but there is a huge threat of rook a1. Maybe white plays h3 and maybe they ignore all of this. Yeah, maybe this is actually tricky because... Yeah, maybe this is actually very, very tricky. Yeah, maybe rook c2 is not so clear. Hang on. I mean, I really want to take this, but if it's not winning, then what do I do? Yeah, maybe rook c2 is not so winning. Like I really want to take on c2, but maybe you just throw queen a6. Yeah, or queen a5. Or you can throw queen a5 and after rook c4 take with the d pawn. Which is also fine. Oh yeah, we can actually, yeah, we can play queen a5, because after rook c4, worst case, if white captures on b7, I captured the pawn on d4. So I played with queen e1, and after queen f1 I take on f1 and on d4, yeah. I think that queen a5 is also fine. Like, she could go for glory by playing rook c2, but I think rook c2 is not working. Actually, let me check. I'm curious. I'm actually curious if rook c2 is working in this position. I have to know. Because I'm assuming rook c2 isn't working, but maybe my calculation is wrong. Let's see. Yeah, engine doesn't show rook c2, so I think it's... Yeah, it's only minus 0.3, so basically you take on b5 and after bishop b5, queen b5, yeah, you just create a space for the king. Yeah, just don't, yeah, you don't want to take on c2, just play. Engine suggests to move the queen to a6, but yeah, queen a6 makes so much sense. Queen a5 also is the move. Yeah, no need to be creative, no need to be... There's no need to go for glory, just go for a nice and simple idea. No, but type hello there. So basically after rook c2, rook b5, you take on b5. And then after queen b5, rook a2, black has two rooks and white has queen. But the issue is after queen b17 d8, white plays either h3 or h4. Engine says h4 and it zeros, but basically this plugin on d8 is not safe. So that's why queen a6 is nice and simple move by Anna-Maja. Just play it safe. No need to be creative. Just we have an extra pawn. We are up on time. We don't need to allow any unnecessary combinations. Yeah, like if that it works for sure, then we go for this. But if we don't know, then just play it safe. Even the fact that, yeah, that white has only 4 minutes for 16 moves. It's not a lot. It's not a lot. I mean, still it's not like easy to convert, but it may be very easy to convert when you are facing an opponent with 3 minutes for 16 moves. Then it might be easier to convert. Also, after knight before, can I go for rook before? Yes, I think knight before is a mistake. Because I died on b4, and after queen a6, I died on b2. And now I win material, and this tactic works. Nice and simple tactic. So after knight before, rook before. Rook c2, yeah, we have also this as well, but I was testing you, of course. No, this works as well. We have 2 pieces for the rook. Yeah, rook c2, knight a6, rook c1, bishop c1, rook c1, queen f1, take, ba6, and we have 2 pieces. Knight and bishop for the rook. And the d4 pawn is hanging, yeah. Yeah, so knight b4 is not possible. After rook c4, we probably take with the queen. Maybe. Yeah, it has to be 2 take with the queen, and then rook b5. Oh, we have also bishop b5. Maybe. Yeah, but we are not concerned about rook c4 at all. Okay, 1 minute. Yeah, this is scary, but not for us. 1 minute on 16 moves. Yeah, I'm expecting some mistake. Alright, she2 on c4. I mean, what else? So, I guess we are taking with. I don't want to take with the t-pawn because this allows some blockade after queen c3. I don't think we have to go for this. I like an option of taking with the. Actually, with what? We rotate with the rook. Maybe, and then. I mean, we rotate with the queen. We rotate with the queen, but there's queen d2, which is still not over. Yeah, like still, like there are some technical issues to solve because this white has access to b4 square. I mean, it should be winning, but it's not like, yeah, it still requires some job to do. Move number, it is move number 25. Yeah, we can take the road, but Sean, coordinates. Where is the check on C8? There is no check on C8. Coordinates. Mate. Yeah, but I guess we could take with the rook, and then maybe try to focus on the d4 square. Maybe. Yeah, like, how do you want to play this? I mean, we could try to put the rook on c4, then play b5 maybe, and then keep going, but yeah, maybe it's still not easy. Time defense may... Oh, look, Matthew, this is obviously true. Well, if that helps, Sean, you have coordinates written on the board. If that helps you, they are universal. For every chessboard, you have the same coordinates. Okay, she started with the queen, so I guess 22 will happen, and then we have to find some precise move, which is yeah, which is still requires some yeah, we still need to be precise after 22. What would be like the best choice? I wonder. Leon. Maybe it's just fine. Actually, maybe we just do nothing. Like, after 22, actually, white has no moves. Yeah, actually, this knight on a2 is slightly stuck because, yeah, let's say we push b5. Okay, she played 21. Yeah, actually, this knight on a2 is stuck because, let's say we push b5. Like, we cannot activate this knight from a2 because this knight guards both c1 square and c3 square. So after b5 knight b4, I can take the pawn on e3 and just trade the queens by playing queen c1. And then win. Or actually after b5 knight b4, I think I take on e3 and then play queen c3. And then I beat up the pawn on a3. And then I win. Yeah, actually I think we can go b5. And that's even better because, like, normally when you are in time, when your opponent is in time trouble, what you want to do is you don't want to force the mothers because, like, normally when you're low on time, you are trying to focus on calculating force lines. So the most unpleasant thing to do, like the best thing to do, is to play something which is not forced. And this move b5 is perfect because this move is not forced. There's nothing forced happening, but also white is out of moves. Like this knight cannot move. The suit on b2 also cannot move because it has to write the b5 well. Yeah, I actually like b5. Like this is like a perfect move to play under the opponent's time trouble. Just make a move which does nothing, but also this move like also white is not having a huge choice of moves. So you either go b5 or maybe rook c7. If you are concerned about weakening the c5 square, you may go rook c7 as well. Like rook c7 gives us this extra option of developing this bishop from d7 to b5. But also Anna-Maja is slightly getting low on time, which is slightly concerning. It's 7 minutes and a half. Man, this is not ideal. I would go b5 and then think, because now thinking it's not a good option. It's not a good idea. I would play b5 or rook c7 and then see what opponent does, because like white pieces are tight. Like knight a2 cannot move. This bishop on e3 cannot move. Queen also cannot move. Like yeah, basically you literally the only legal moves you can make is with the white king or with the queenside pawns. Yeah, so I would easily just play b5 and then see what happens. Oh, Hanna won? Okay. Okay, rook c7, this is also good. Maybe engine doesn't like this. I guess b5 was right in this pawn, but Anna-Maja didn't want to have her bishop closed, because she really loves her bishop on d7 to be open as it can. g4. Whoa. Yeah, but again, there were no other moves. Like the thing is that yeah, white cannot move any piece, so I guess this makes so much sense. Yeah, so I guess now we put the knight on h4. And then there's still some pattern checks. Maybe. Yeah, but then there's a 4. Maybe it's not a 10. It's still not easy. Wait, actually. Oh, maybe this is still not easy. Yeah, this is not easy. Yeah, for some reason, engine doesn't approve this rook c7 move. And she has 6 minutes. Yeah, this will get intense. I mean, maybe this is not easy chess in general. I mean, there's only one easy thing in this situation that Anna-Maja is pushing. That's the only easy thing. Yeah, how do you want to do this? It white declined the twin trade. Yes, Flyer Falls. Normally when you are behind in material, you don't want to trade pieces. But yeah, for 5 minutes. This will get intense. So I'm thinking, do we trade this bishop on e3 and then do something, not sure what? Or do we put the knight on h4 and allow f4? Like we take on e3, then we are struggling with this bishop on d7. But still it's a 2 results game. Like, we are not risking much. And maybe because of the fact that the king is weak, maybe you could try to put the king on c8 and then try to make some breakthrough on the king side. Like take on e3, play king d8, play king c8, protect the pawn, and then try maybe to break through with f6. Okay, she takes on e3. I mean, I think that makes sense, because after knight h4, I didn't like f4. I mean, okay, we are left with this bishop. This bishop is not doing great. Yeah, I was thinking king d8, c8, but there's also another idea, actually. So, how about we put the bishop on e8? Hear me out. We put the bishop on e8, and then we play f6 and bishop g6. Does that make sense? This is also a common idea in defense, that we put the bishop on e8, we play an f6, and we activate this bishop via g6. I think I like this even more. Assuming that we are not planting any checks, like bishop e8, queen f3, f6, and ef, gf, and rook f2. If we don't plant this, then we are fine. No, we don't play g5 here. Just don't play g5 here. I mean, this is not exciting in this moment. But I like bishop e8. I like bishop e8. 3 minutes though. This will get intense. This unfortunately will get very intense. Because if not this, then we can put the king on g8. Like this king, obviously we can try to hide the king, but we have to make the move fast. 3 minutes only. Yeah, this is really tricky. Like, can she do it? So far she's played very well, but her opponent is also defending well. We have to give credit to Hanne for defending very well. Because it looked like she was like totally lost, but still she's putting up some pressure. Okay, she went for bishop b5. Oh, after bishop e8, there was queen b1, b5, queen h7, huh? Yeah, I guess this is an issue. Yeah, maybe that's why she went for bishop b5. So obviously white plays queen d2 and we win by queen f1. This is what happens. We will see queen d2, queen f1. Watch this. I can see the future. Queen d2 will happen with the threat of queen b4. Oh, come on, don't move! I actually have forgotten that you can put the bishop on a6, so yeah, this is even better. But yeah, we have time trouble. Nostradamus. Let's see. Will she convert this? She is doing... So far she is doing a very good job of trying to convert this position. But will she do it? Right, we have queen e1 on the board, and now Engine is screaming that this is a mistake. Engine screams this is a mistake. Yeah, I think 23 wins. Yes, 23, yeah, 23 wins because of 24 G8. Yeah, like everything is hanging. Like I told you, like white pieces are like slightly tied to each other. Like this knight on A2 is like very passive. So then we see 23. Then we see 23 on the board. Thanks for the follow, Franklin. This is critical moment. Then we see 23 on the board. And come on, Anna-Maja, I know you're thinking about this. And she goes for the king. This is not bad, but queen d3 was winning. Because you activated the screen even further and you put the screen to e4. Yeah, this would be GG. Because then the screen gets active and then this white king is not safe because of the g4 pawn. But okay, king f2. Just queen d3? Queen d3. Now you draw queen d3, right? Probably now you're talking, like, what is king f3? King f2, I guess it's just panic. Maybe even f6 works. Like, now if this king, I would also consider f6. Yeah, maybe f6 is even better. ef6 and then play rook f7. And activate the rook from this side. Yeah, like, we either go 23 or f6. Let's see. Let's see. Also, like, not much time left. They have like still nine more moves. Okay, she's going for 23. Which wins the pawn. Yeah, knight b4, but now we take the pawn on a3. Yeah, so now we'll win another pawn, and we are chilling. Surely we are chilling. There's no knight a6 because of queen b2 check. Is that queen b1? I don't think so. Okay, she takes the pawn. Yeah, I'm assuming you can take this. I mean, maybe white will go for queen b1. Yeah, what do we do after queen b1? Yes, she stopped this, but still, like, just focus till the end. After queen b1, oh, we can go bishop c4, right? And knight e2, queen d3. Yeah, that should be fine. Yeah, so now we go bishop c4. Yeah, just go bishop c4. Just activate everything. Should be good. I guess queen c3 also wins, but after knight a6, ba6, rook b8, probably we put the king on d7. Looks slightly scary, because the king on d7 is not safe, but it should work. Maybe it doesn't though, queen b6. Still not over. Still not over. Still not over. I mean, yeah, I would go bishop c4. I think bishop c4 is like safest one. Because after knight c2 we put the queen on d3. And now nothing is hanging, and then we should win this easily. I think we are easily winning this, right? Yeah, it should be easily winning. Wait, bishop f1 is the move. What? Mate, I mean, if bishop f1 happens, I am donating one sub. Okay, bishop c4. I mean, that is also fine, because Yeah, because like white has no activity. Like we prevented the only option of taking on aces. This is winning. Yeah, after knight c2 also we can retreat with the queen to e7. Yeah, she will win this time. She will win this time. Okay, what happened? Queen c2. Yeah, now we draw. Also, we are very close to 40 move, right? It is move number 34. She needs 7 more moves. Yeah, but I guess we draw king d7, no? Just nice and simple king d7 should work. Maybe queen a1 works as well. Oh no, then not b1. But okay, maybe we draw king d7. Yeah, there's no need to panic. White has no moves. Yeah, just draw king d7. Queen a1. Yeah, king d7. Just nice and simple. Just defend the rook. Yeah, just classic French king. Stand on d7. Bishop b3. It's not a threat, but we don't have to threat anything. Like white has no moves. Preparing bishop f1, mate. I don't know. I don't think bishop f1 will happen now, but who knows? Rook b1. Yeah, but now we draw bishop b3, right? Bishop b3, queen d2, rook d4 wins. Yeah, bishop b3 wins. Queen d2, rook c4. We beat up the knight. It's over. And knight d3, rook c2. Yeah, we win. Just find bishop b3. 19 seconds. You've got this. And she sees it. Nice. Nice. I think she sees it. I think she sees rook c4. Alright, queen d2 and now rook c4. And we beat up the knight. And win the game. And we will see this move right now. Bam. Nice and simple. And now it's time to resign, and now it's time for white to resign. Now it's the time to resign. Because if after 93 we win the queen. We win the queen with rook c2 and we win the game. And we will see resignation in 3, 2, 1. I thought I will see resignation, but she played 95. I mean, even if c2 wins, like, everything wins. Not everything, but yeah, like, rook c2 wins. Like, there's no need to play anything different, just rook c2 and win the game. There's no perpetual. Queen c2, bishop c2, b7, there's only one check. King c8, okay, two checks. We give a check on c7, but then king b8. And she will... And she will play this in 3, 2, 1, bam. I can see the future. Nice. So this will be the first point in this tournament from Anna-Maja. And this is something she's needed because she's had so far a very tough tournament. She started from 2 losses against 2400 EMs. But yeah, she needed this today. Like, this was a tough game because she had very risky position, but then she just outplayed her opponent, like, easily, like. Yeah, resignation now. Okay, yeah, do we go King c6 for glory or... King c8 is safe as, like, why do we need to risk with the king walking forward? Just play King c8. No need to play anything. Okay, I mean, she's going for content. But okay, now you resign, right? Surely now it's resignation time. If there was a king on the 4, there would be some checkmate threats with rook c7. Oh, there's queen on a... There are no cheats. If there was a king on the 4, but yeah, no cheats. Okay. So now we resign in move. We resign in 3, 2, 1. No, she is not resigning. I need new future prediction classes? Maybe. Yeah, but okay, this is over. Move number 40. Both players, that's 30 minutes. And yeah, literally nothing is left. I mean... So yeah, very important win from Anna-Maja. Okay, resignation. GG. We can spam GG in the chat. And I will say goodbye to you guys. Thanks for staying in. And yeah, next stream tomorrow at 2 p.m. But for me, that's it. And see you guys. Take care.
right? Yes. That was tough. that was tough to convert. Like, you know you're better, but how do you win this? If I'm up a pawn, but it's not easy at all. But yeah, I survived another advanced variation in the French. Anyway, I'm gonna quickly go to my room because I'm so tired. I could use some rest now, but I'm really happy. I'm really happy. We finally got a win, and I'll join you guys in chat in a moment. So see you soon. I'm just gonna drop you guys in my bag. No special socks today. Sorry.